Welcome to P3 Radio.
The monkey only dances as good as the guy grinding the organ handle.
Brother.
I fly, bro. That is never stopping.
Truck goes to the blank.
Cool story, bro.
Footy pajamas.
Hey, genius, it's 2 p.m. Central.
PG3 Radio.
Here's your host, Josh Friday.
Get him off big, Freddy. Get him off big.
Richard Mullican.
And as I put you down, my pants ripped.
It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of P3 Radio. I'm your host, Richard Mullican, joined by my co-host, the 1983 Mr. Dixie Youth Champion. It's in the way that he uses it, and best friend Josh Barley. Say hey, Josh.
Oh my God, Richard Lee. How's it going, my man?
Pretty good, man. You know, you've been here for about 2 hours now, and we're just starting to record.
We probably should have started recording about 2 hours ago.
But, I mean, we don't get a lot of time to hang out nowadays.
We don't.
And
our wives are like, oh, I need you in our lives.
My wife would be totally fine with me not being in her life for about 7-8 hours.
Oh, I thought you were going to say for an insurance check.
Yeah, maybe that too. No, I think she's one of those is like, she'd be fine with me taking like a week-long guys trip. Like,
to
I think
Acapulco?
she's to that point in our relationship. It was like, you go do things, get out of here. You're bothering all of us, but
Want to watch a Lifetime movie without your bullshit.
But no, man, like you've been here for like 2 hours, and
We watched the goddamn 1999 Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And Rick and Morty, and we're fired up right now.
And here's the thing: is like when we hang out, man. Like that day, you like couple like a month back when you came and hung out with me for like 7 hours. That ended with us downing camcorders. You don't remember that?
I do now.
The night where we were just, Grandma, is that you?
Yeah.
She's like 28.
Some of them bitches didn't even speak English, though.
Das
Boot, what?
Como se dice, Grandma?
Quiero tu panocha.
I don't know what that means.
Coño príncipe.
It's something about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, man.
No, man, but like when we hang out, like it's always like it seems like time speeds up.
Yeah,
You know
it
what
really
I mean? Like
does.
we'll hang out for a few minutes. It's like it's been 3 hours, and it's like there was so much shit I just wanted to tell you, but we just don't have time. It's kind of like all the tabs we have open right now that have been open for like 2 weeks. Like all the tabs on our computer.
You're a
here.
liar, sir.
How long
Some of them things have been up there for like 6 weeks.
Well, let's back up. We did have a week that we recorded 2 episodes, so they were up there then as well.
And then we relived those 2 episodes with the next 2 episodes, but with just 2 extra people.
Well, Josh from McGradcast, go check out their stuff. McGradcast, same way you find ours. Josh Goblet. Goble? Is it Goble or Goblet?
Goblet or Goble. It's one of them.
Josh Goble from the McGradcast. Well, he listens to our show. I mean, God bless him. I mean, he's listening to our show and everything. So like he would bring up stuff that was like in our old shows, like the ones he just listened to, and I'm like, yeah, and it would spark me to want to talk more about our old shows, the ones we just did.
Look, I'm gonna show you this fat bitch with the river rock on her. That's what I'm going to show you.
You guys need to check that out.
Then we'll get it weird with 4 people instead of 2.
Y'all need to check that out. The radiator in the back is
It's
hilarious.
not going to say river rock.
It's
That's just
not.
what she was using.
It's just, check out
nude yoga.
and
Chubby.
you'll know.
Might want to put chubby in that nude
No,
yoga.
you don't have to do that. Just keep scrolling. You'll know. She has like 27 videos, and I remember the
I
one.
thought you were going to say 27 extra pounds.
Well, maybe more than that.
Probably so.
And I mean, I'm no spring chicken, or not spring chicken.
But I ain't on YouTube
But yeah,
nude.
I ain't naked throwing a river rock on my back and just laying around.
A fucking healing crystal.
It ain't a weight loss crystal.
Damn sure ain't.
This video was sponsored by crystals, but not the weight loss kind.
Fucking drunk crystals.
Yeah. Oh man, speaking of which, like I got my heart broken today, you know, because I've seen where all these stores are closing. We talked about it last week about the mall store closing and everything. And I saw where some crystals are actually bankrupt. Like, they're shutting down some crystals.
That's old hat, man.
Yeah, I mean,
it's already happened. That's why I think they're getting fucking edgy with their advertising campaign. They got the brand new
drunk, have a crystal. Is that what they're doing?
I mean, have you not seen it?
No.
It's the Hangover Crystal. It's basically a fucking crystal.
Are you shitting me?
Added with, it's an egg. They add a fucking egg with it. Look up Hangover Crystal.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
The Hangover Crystal Burger.
Yep. That's how they're marketing it.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that crystals made commercials.
Yeah. So in their they're on the ropes at this point, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like filing bankruptcy and whatnot. And I think they're going big with that advertising campaign, man. The Hangover Crystal. It's got the beef,
well, all I'm seeing
the
on
onions,
YouTube
the
is
cheese, and an added egg. And the way that they add that, like the ad that we seen was on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Saw
Like
it?
the direct. You know how they
yeah, YouTube kind of like threw it
funnels
in.
certain advertisements or whatever. Well, the Hangover Crystal was one of them.
Was this it?
No, this is from the 90s. This one they had money. They could afford Clint Black for a fucking advertisement.
What do you say when it's over? Think I'll go get me a crystal burgers now.
A better man. Eat that Hangover Crystal in a jam.
Ingesting things I didn't think I could before. Now I think I can. Because I'm leaving crystals a better man.
I fucking hate Clint Black, man.
You do?
I do.
I actually like Clint Black.
I hate him.
He has a weird voice.
He does.
He's kind of like...
He looks like Satan to me. With that black hat and those fucking... Or that black hair and them fucking beady eyes.
Did he
and
play
shit.
Satan somewhere?
Probably. In real life. Look at him. I don't trust him.
Have you always hated Clint?
Clint?
You always hated Clint? You always hated Clint Black?
Yeah, originally. I've always hated Clint. Ain't been a time where I ever did like that motherfucker. Like, I would expect him.
He looks like a frog. Does he not?
He looks like that guy that, like, whenever they blame me for stealing out of the register, it's really him. He's the one doing it. You know what I mean?
Smiling the whole time.
Now, I swear to God, it wasn't me.
Look up Clint Black and see if he doesn't look like a cartoon drawing of a frog.
Or like a fucking He-Man villain and shit.
Kinda. That neck vein in this video is very prominent. That ligament.
It's
Killing me.
I hate
He's
him.
smiling the whole time. Myself blind.
It's like he took like
I won't see
he took fucking 2 hits of
that if I
LSD.
cross that line.
Now he can't refuse but smile.
I find I've been killing time for eternity.
Turn this off, man. You're gonna put me in a bad mood.
You don't like Clint Black at all. Like,
Man,
there's
I
not
hate that
one
son of a
Clint
bitch,
Black
man.
song that
You
you
know,
like.
I really, man. After we had it was that episode we had Josh Smith on or whatever, and you questioned me about fucking George Strait or whatever, and I said, I just never really liked him.
What?
I think that was because, like my aunt, my granny, and shit. They never.
Boy, he
had,
looks good in jeans.
No,
huh?
they never had any George Strait fucking cassettes or records. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they just didn't play them or whatever. And I don't know. It was like the things that I'd heard. It just never like super wowed me or whatever.
Yeah.
And Josh, when he was on the episode, I said all this before he got
Right.
on. When Josh was on here, He's a musician, by the way, that
Oh, yeah.
anybody's listening doesn't know. He said that George Strait had influenced him, blah, blah, blah.
Oh
And then
yeah, he's
Richard brought
influenced a
up-
lot of people.
Richard brought up, he said, well, Joshua was saying he didn't like him and blah, blah, blah. And I was saying how other artists and stuff was more, influensive or
Right.
whatever. And I took that to heart, you know what I mean? And like here lately, I've been fucking trying to examine this son of a bitch. Yeah, and dude, there's a few songs that I really like, but
This is one of my favorites right here. Brain for a cowboy like him, it could be anything. She only expected the worst in the back of her mind. It's a good song, man.
Yeah.
This is a song about a man that's in the rodeo.
right.
And he decides to come home, and he's like, his girlfriend's like, bitch, don't come home. I found a man. He's not you. He's not going to be in this rodeo that's wrecked our lives. How many people that you know? All right, I'm breaking this song down. It's starting to sound shitty. But how many people do you know that the rodeo has personally ruined their lives?
I mean, I know one guy that's got like fucked up, and he was on the lame for a while or whatever. But he's good now.
Here we go. Let's hit the chorus real hard here.
She said, don't bother coming home. By the time that you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new, and he sure ain't no rodeo man. He said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne.
It's a good damn song. I don't care. I don't care if I know anybody that's been personally affected by the rodeo. Have you seen those commercials? Have you or love been affected by the rodeo?
No, I mean, I'll name drop him. He's fucking been in rodeos and shit before. I mean, you probably know him. I played football with him, Matt Littrell. You remember
like
him?
you played football in your free time, or
No, at West Middle.
Oh, okay, in the
he
middle
was
school.
a grade ahead of me. You remember Matt Littrell?
Yeah.
He fucking did the rodeo and shit. Around here and other places too. Well, I remember.
Well, it's
right
like
after,
wrestling. For everything for rodeo, you could substitute wrestling in, and you'd have the same thing. Except instead of riding a bull, you'd be riding a 300-pound man.
Well, either way, after I got out of high school or whatever, talking to friends or whatever, like he got fucked up really bad.
The rodeo.
Yes, really fucked up.
Like, how do you not like this song?
Well, Amarillo by Morning was the one
that the
I
one that
really
got you?
fucking, I really honed
Hell
into,
yeah.
and I was like, okay, do you like him or do you not like him?
That's
You
what
know.
that's what won you over, was Amarillo by Morning?
Yeah, like that's how I decided. Okay, maybe he's not just. Plain,
Have you never heard Amarillo by
plain
Morning before?
Jane or whatever. Like I said, none of my relatives had his fucking records or whatever. This ain't
Damn
a good
good
version.
song. Still a good song.
This is like a goddamn
we'll find the good one.
Roy Acuff or some shit cover, but fucking.
Oh shit! I don't know how to spell Amarillo.
There you
Apparently, there we go.
That's the one.
That's what that violin is what gets you.
Yeah.
Imagine it ruined a lot of seats at concerts too. My wife would fuck this guy right now. She's told me. like she's told me literally. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on the air.
Yeah.
But like we went to the George Strait concert in Nashville.
Huh.
Oh, I told you about
That's
that,
awesome.
didn't I?
Shit your pants there?
No.
No, I don't shit my pants in front of Mr. Straight.
No. that's strictly reserved for Mr. Colin Ray. If you get there before I do, it means I've shit my pants. I'll be there in a minute. True story. So, have I ever told the story about that?
Colin Ray?
No, about the George Strait concert.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so my wife was a huge George Strait fan, and he was going on this. I'm retiring. Terry Funk tour, the Cowboy Rides Away tour is what it was called. I bought tickets for it like a year in advance.
George Strait's. I swear to God, I'm retiring this year. I'm charging $1,000 for tickets. Come to my show.
Well, they were pretty expensive, and we got the upper deckers. And
it was like $500.
It was at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. This was about 5 years ago, and this is where my wife is listening to the podcast. This is where my wife is listening to the podcast now, and this will be like a year later, and she's like, "Oh God, he's going to tell this story." So my wife sometimes she will drink like she is 6'3". She drinks like me.
She drinks like me.
Okay,
or
yeah.
Captain Lou
that's
Albano.
Exactly right. Like if y'all ever
she's like Captain Lou Albano, like on a fucking November night in Madison Square Garden in 1978.
Right. Like if in a parallel universe, if y'all would have hooked up, there would just be two graves. One died and the other one drank themselves to death over the fact that the other one drank themselves to death.
I drank myself into a gutter. She drank herself into fucking sorrow.
But yeah, so there was a night that we were going to go see. It was for her birthday. That's why I bought the tickets. I was like, all right. I bought them like a year in advance. I was like, hey, we're going to see George Strait. She was like all excited. We did the same thing with Celine Dion this past January, like last year. So
no, I can tell you right now, she's trash.
Who's Celine Dion?
Like, I'll tell you that in confidence.
She actually sounded really good. Like, her voice is still great.
You were just looking at them nipples. That's
all.
we
were in the upper deck. You couldn't really see any nipples.
I'd bang her. Don't get me wrong.
I'm sure you would. She's in your age bracket.
Yeah.
You know, if she's
fucking
close to
60,
AARP.
60 to 85. I mean, she's
There's
good.
two people collecting those age groups. It's Josh and AARP.
Man, we get them.
But
we got the same newsletter mailing.
So my wife was so excited. We already had our kid and everything. And she was
You
like,
had it, huh?
We had our kid. She was really young. She was like, so we went to this hotel, which was downtown Nashville.
To have the kid?
No. We went to this hotel in downtown Nashville, and we brought some stuff to pregame. And my wife was really hardcore pregaming. Like, for me, what I was drinking, I'm 6'3", I'm big. You know, we're not driving anywhere. Everything's in walking distance.
She was drinking like a fucking 45-year-old person from Ireland.
Well, here's to tell you how bad she was when she left the hotel. We were walking down the street, and, you know, they have vendors back then before COVID. They have vendors on the street, like, trying to sell things. And there was this guy trying to sell hats, and she grabs one of them and puts them on her head. She's like, "I'll take it."
It was like a captain's hat.
It was just a cowboy hat. I think she bought it. I don't know if she bought it or not.
She bought a fucking cowboy hat?
There was a picture of her. It was like a wicker cowboy hat. Like, it wasn't like cowboy hats are expensive. I don't know if you've ever priced those. You wouldn't think they would be, but yeah. So I took a picture of her in it. I think we bought it. I don't know where it ended up.
She may have stole it.
No, we either bought it or she left it there. Like, because I don't remember where it ended up after this.
She called the salesman a cunt and then ran away.
He was a guy. He was all confused.
Why is a woman talking to me like this?
So she was just feeling good. So we ended up going to a little restaurant called Rock Bottom down there.
Ironic, huh?
Ironic. The name matches the place.
Isn't it ironic?
So she orders a steak and a margarita. And she drinks the margarita because, you know, in these places, it's like they don't get your food to you quick. It's just like, hey, here you go. Here's your drink. Here's your salad. Your food will be out in a minute. So by the time that she had that margarita, I think she had another one, and then they brought her food. So she's eating. She gets halfway through her like 16-ounce steak because she wanted big steak.
Oh man!
She got like maybe two, 3 bites in.
Maxing that credit card out, son.
Well, it was an event because we were like, hey, this is our. I can't remember if it was birthday or anniversary. So she goes, I need to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. I finished my steak. I finished my potato. I'm done. Her steak's still sitting here getting cold. I realize it's been 25 minutes. Where's she at? Did she get lost? So I start walking around, you know, Rock Bottom and looking for her just to make sure.
Bottom.
And I asked a woman as she's going in, I was like, hey, can you tell me if anybody's in there? And she walked in and she said, who are you looking for? I was like, my wife's name is Julie. So she walked in and she said it and she came back out. She was like, I didn't hear anybody say anything. I was like, oh, shit. She's out on the streets of Nashville somewhere. But I wasn't ready to give up. I was like, all right, she's got to be in there. She couldn't have left. Like, she wouldn't have left. I know she's happy sometimes, but she wouldn't have just been like, "Hey, Congo line out on out on Broadway. Come on, let's go." Like, it wouldn't have been like that. So she decides, like, I was like, all right, she's got to be in there. So like 35, 40 minutes, like, we're late now. The concert has started. It's down the street, like 3 blocks down the street, but the concert has started. So I finally asked, like, one of the waitresses, I'm like, can you go and check and see? I think my wife's still in there. So I'd already paid the bill. Like, her steak was scooped up and thrown away, like most of it, because I didn't know where she was. And no, it was still on the table. I'm sorry. I found out she was still in there. I said, ask her if she still wants her steak. And she was like, no, she doesn't. I was like, all right, I'm going to pay the bill. So somebody actually, I don't know if they let me go in there.
This is shaping up to be a real shit show.
Yeah, oh, dude. I mean, it's like
I don't even want my steak right now, Richard.
It's 7:30, and she's been in this bathroom for 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like,
I got lost in a bowling alley bathroom one time, but it was more than 30 minutes.
How did you get lost in a bowling alley bathroom?
Man, that'll have to be our Patreon when we develop an episode.
I hear a strike. Coward me. I'd go back in the stall, start all over.
Oh, man. That'll have to be something somebody pays for.
So she comes out. I don't remember if they let me go in there and help get her up off the floor, or it was just that bad. We get outside on the street, and I'm like, I'm 3 blocks from the hotel. I'm 6 blocks from Broadway. I think from Bridgestone. I think it's like somewhere. You can Google it. Google Bridgestone Arena to Rock Bottom, and that's how far we were. And our hotel was somewhere in the middle. And I was like, oh, this is not good. If she misses the Cowboy Rides Away tour, like, there's no recovering from that. She's gonna feel bad about herself. I'm gonna feel bad, whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna get her there. If I can just get her there and get her in her seat, I think we'll be fine.
I love it.
Yeah. So we're walking down the street, Broadway. I'm basically holding her up, and she's walking. She's puked like 2 times on Broadway. Just like you in the shower trying to drown yourself. Just
I'm done with this pain.
So we get to the front of Bridgestone Arena. There's 2 security guards, with the one with the metal detectors. There's no line.
One with a taser.
Yeah. Well, there's no line. Most of the times when there's a big concert, there's a line. People trying to come in.
2, 3 lines.
There was nobody in line. There was all these bike rack security rails. Nobody there. I'm like, all right, just stay cool. We're gonna get up here and we're gonna get you in. 5 feet before the security rail, she goes,
George Strait, baby. George Strait.
She just pukes right in the middle of the street.
My God.
And I look at the guy and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was like, any way we can get in.
She loves George Strait, sir.
The dude did not even wave the wand over us, pat us down, nothing. He's like, just go on, man. He let us in. To his credit, whoever that guy was, to this day, one of the coolest security guards ever. Because
you might have a suicide vest on, sir. Go on in.
Because here's the thing: if you're that messed up, typically they will not let you in because the event doesn't want to be responsible for thinking you got overserved there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he was just like, all right, man, just go on in. You're good. Well, I told you before, our tickets were for upper decker.
So y'all got to climb.
So the opening for this was Sheryl Crow. It was Sheryl Crow was the opener. So we're walking in and we're going, they had escalators and stuff. We took the escalator up, elevators, and we get to the top floor. Well, where we came in at was like if you're on the event center, you know how it does like a circle? We were on a semicircle away from our seats. So we still had to travel half of the arena at the top to get to our section. So we get about halfway there, and there's these chicks hanging out by a trash can. There's a bar, they have the trash cans. Well, my wife has stopped 3 times to go puke in a trash can or in a stall in the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm never going to find her again. Finally, she'd come out staggering, and in the background you hear, every day is a white road. At one point, we got literally 20 yards from the gate of our seat. You could see section AA or whatever it was we were sitting in. You could see it. and my wife couldn't hold back anymore. She had to throw up. She reaches over and there's this girl standing over there, these two or three girls standing, and their drinks are on top of the domed trash can. You know what I'm saying? Like the trash can has a dome. You had to push the little flap to drop your stuff in.
Yeah.
Her drink's sitting on top. Julie tries to throw up in the trash can, thinking it's a open trash can, and just pukes right beside the trash can.
That motherfucking trash can, Dikembe Mutombo'd that motherfucker.
Yeah. But here's the thing, man. I will say
Not
this.
in my house.
It was the longest night I'd ever seen. Like the start of the night, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get her out of here. I'm going to get her to see George Strait. Well, by the time George Strait started, she'd kind of come to.
They took her saddle in
and
Houston.
that chick rallied like a champ. Like I'd never seen anybody come back from that far gone.
She made a fucking
She did.
She made a goddamn Jackie Fargo comeback, son.
She hulked up and watched that George Strait concert. Now the next day it was total shit show. She was hurting.
It was all about the pythons, the prayers, the vitamins during that show, brother.
But yeah, that show, she was.
Thank God.
She made a turnaround
for George Strait, brother.
Yeah. This is where the cowboy rides away. But all I could think of, man, is she misses this concert after all this time we waited to go see it. You know. And the next day
You
she was.
weekend at Bernie's her ass.
I did.
Man.
I did.
You
And
really
somehow
did.
she came back to life. And to this day, you know, like she's like, man, you know, the next morning she was like,
She's like, I appreciate that shit, man.
Basically, you know, like, you know, back then she was like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I feel bad about myself. But I'm like, hey, I got you there. You know what I mean? Like, that was it. Now, I've had many a birthdays where she has celebrated my birthday harder than me.
Right. You become babysitter instead of babysittee.
My favorite one was we were going to go to a Titans game where they were playing the Jags. We had the best seats we'd ever have, like 30-yard line, like really close to the field, like 20 rows from the field.
Right.
And it was one of those October games. It was like October 11th. Time is still kind of hot sometimes. This day was hot. And the night before, she had a little too much to the point where I have a very strong stomach. And I hope if she's listening, she understands. She threw up like sometimes she gets like when she gets that way, she wants to just lay in the shower. Yeah. Well, she had a long night and she wanted to lay in the shower. And she just starts puking in the shower and the shower starts backing up. Because she had a steak. Yeah. And guess who had to peel the half-eaten pieces of steak out of the drain?
Oh, my God.
I have a hardcore stomach, man. I could have been a plumber.
Yeah.
But
ironically,
the next day, she was hardcore just done. Like, needed an IV, and we're sitting out in an 85-degree football field.
Oh, man.
And it's sunny on the river. I remembered it one time. The sun came out and she just went, oh. To be fair, though, half the crowd did too, because I think half the crowd was partying that same night on Broadway. Broadway is a party town, man.
Man.
But yeah.
I'll tell you what, man.
But I have had a lot of people. I feel like, you know, I've had a lot of people that I've had puke on me, pass out on me, carried them places. Hey. You inside your house, my wife into a George Strait concert.
It's happened to the best of us, man. There's been people that we've had to nurture in our times. And
no, what are you saying? You no, me, motherfucker.
Yeah, you, me. Well, I've been on both sides of the argument. I've been the fucking nurturer, and I've been the nurturee. You know, just depends on what night it is.
And you want to get an XLR recorder so we can go on the road and do our show.
Well, fuck yeah! That way,
I would love that. I think you're getting corona fever because before coronavirus, I was telling you we should take our stuff. We should get portable stuff and start going to some of these local wrestling shows, maybe a strip club somewhere, and just talk on the way there.
You're trying to sell like strip clubs or whatever. I know how I am, man. Like, strip clubs are bad for me. You know? Like, I think some of my good ideas are really, 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 really good ideas.
Well, I want to record the before and the after drive there and back.
Well, that's like,
and I don't want to go to a good one.
Recording the beginning balance before the fucking ending balance. Yeah. That's depressing.
I don't want to go to a good one either. I want to go to a bad one.
Puerto Rican one.
No, that's not bad. Jesus, I want to go to the one on like exit 168
I'm just saying in the eyes
or whatever.
Of the beholder,
or
Like,
147.
I'm all for a Puerto Rican strip club, dude. I'm all for an all.
No,
Puerto Rican
I
strip
want to
club.
go to one where they're like.
I want to go to a strictly
Okay.
Latina
So I heard this last week.
strip club.
So I had a little gathering with some of my wife's friends, and you know what my wife does. The job she does has a lot of men in it.
Yeah.
So we were talking about, hey, we ought to go. We ought to get together and go. And they said the one that Dundee used to own,
Yeah.
you know,
Hey,
brother,
brother.
this is Bill Dundee.
the one he used to own on exit like 140 something
Yeah.
in Holiday, Tennessee.
Way the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, it's not way out there. It's just probably like,
You know, like just 2 hours, man.
no, it's not that far. It's only like maybe like 45 minutes.
Right.
There's one that has one arm.
Oh, man.
That's
Oh, my.
that's the kind of bad one I want to
Woo,
go to.
man.
The one where they're serving a buffet, but you're
Woo.
like,
But it's like a crawfish buffet. We're like,
and
I don't know if I
one
wanna
of the-
do this.
One of the crawfish is still trying to crawl, and you're like, that one ain't dead.
I might could just throw that one back. It might be okay. It ain't got too much seasoning on it yet.
But yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go to a bad one, and then we go there and we come back and we talk about our experience.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
I think our wives would be fine with it too. It's like,
Probably so.
you ain't gonna do nothing.
My wife's
there.
like, I told you before the air, my wife's had conversations with me. It's like, verbatim, she has said, motherfucker, you will die without me. Do you understand? You will fucking die.
You'll die
without me.
penniless in the gutter,
Yo
like I
ass.
found you.
You won't have a pot to piss in. Like, she's like, who's gonna pay your fucking bills?
Damn.
Who's gonna be your goddamn secretary?
She
I'm
say
like,
this while you had your asshole surgery?
No, I was like, well, you're probably right. I mean, I don't have a secretary, so like, who the fuck is gonna pay my bills, right?
Right.
Better you than anybody.
They call that, what is that, Munchausen syndrome?
No,
Where you,
I call it the syndrome where I could hand her my wallet
yeah.
and not worry about the balance whenever
No.
it's handed back.
What's the syndrome where you're captive?
Stockholm.
Stockholm.
Yeah.
Munchausen is where you make somebody think they're sick.
Yeah.
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 Stockholm.
Stockholm is like, well, maybe they're right.
Yeah. Maybe I'm right. Maybe she will take care of my bills and I don't know what I'm doing. Hell, I hadn't wrote a check since 2008.
No, dude. Like, for real. I was one step above the wild and wonderful whites of West Virginia.
Oh, I know. I was there for that.
when I met my wife, dude, for real.
Oh, I was there. I was there. You were shitting your pants a block, like half a block away.
Dude, I was probably right there with them. And look,
Although you were way far more gone than I thought you were because you didn't go anywhere. You stayed on that damn porch. And I remember JP, our other friend, JP was like,
that's a wild porch, man.
I remember me and JP were over there talking. We'd come over there almost every weekend, and there was one weekend I was like, hey, I don't know if it was your birthday or my birthday. I think it was your birthday.
It was mine.
And I was like, we're going to go out. And you was like, I might. And JP got up and walked off and drove off. And we were like, what the hell is that all about? So finally I was like, I talked you into it. JP comes back like 30 minutes later in like a nice shirt and some pants. He's like, I couldn't believe it. You got him to say maybe. And he's like, oh shit, this is going to happen. And we ended up going out and having a great time.
Yeah. I
Like,
got poisoned.
But
everything.
I didn't realize you were like spiraling at that point. But no, man, she was awesome. Like
she fucking like she whipped me into shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she seen the potential. I was a wild stallion. She made me into a fucking steady mare. You know what I mean? Like
a steady mare.
Hey, I was capable.
She cut your balls off. Apparently,
No.
Stallions are male horses.
the-
Mares are
Hey,
females.
Let me tell you something. The price of gold only goes up. The price of gold only goes up.
So,
I don't
no,
settle.
no. What you said was she took a stallion and made a mare out of him.
Yeah.
A mare is a female horse.
A stallion. You know what I mean?
She's made more tame stallion.
No. What I mean is,
I like high heels.
No.
Now we're solving the mystery of Josh's hemorrhoid.
Look, I'm not a vet.
She made a mare out of me.
No.
Oh, you're not a vet. Shocker. Now I feel bad for taking all those sick animals
No,
to you.
dude. Oh my God. I was a fucking wild stallion. And she made me a fucking
Tamed. She broke you.
She fucking put the saddle on me, and she fucking made that summit stick. You know what I mean? My God. When she met me, like I said,
sound any better?
no, listen to me, dude.
I blacked out a minute.
I didn't settle down.
Yeah.
I married up.
Yes.
You do not settle down. You
Yeah.
marry up.
Yeah.
That's what I've always thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking dude, like when I met her, I was making $8.50 an hour.
Really?
Right?
What was you working?
Hey,
I can't comply. I can't say anything. I was making way less than that.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
When I met her, I was making $8.50 an hour. I'm making more than double that now. Right? She has made me into a better man. She
Yeah.
showed me what I could be.
Show
And
me
it's
how
all
to
about-
me how to make a resume
No.
with Word.
Whatever it is, she has nagged the shit out of me into fucking spit it out. It's okay. She's nagged the fuck out of me into being a better person. Right?
She's
And
whipped you
for
into
that-
shape.
For
Literally.
that, I fucking owe her the world, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I can quit work right now for fucking 6 months and it won't even matter. I'm lying, but you
Yeah.
know.
You ain't gonna quit nothing.
No, motherfucker, you ain't quitting shit.
Made a mayor out of you.
Made a mayor out of me. Let me hop along, Cassidy.
I'm pretty sure that's correct. Let me look that up. I think a mare
You're
is
right.
a female horse. Am I
You're
right?
probably right.
Like a snap mare. A mare, a definition.
What does a mare mean?
A mare? Old
A
English.
woman. Crazy mare put 3 bullets in him. She made a woman horse out of me.
Yeah. Oh, a nightmare. Oh, I wonder what the
Night woman.
significance of that is. Plural. Maria. Oh, that's just a different pronunciation.
Maria.
My Maria. Boop, boop, boop.
Never been a horse guy.
Lord, you know I used to be a stallion. Making $8 an hour now. She's made me a mare. All right, we got to get to some of these
Hey,
tabs, Josh.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right,
I'm
which one you want to
definitely
do?
a
This
tab
one
man.
right here?
What do we got going on?
What is that one?
Static.
I hear the static, but I don't know where it's coming from. I don't think it's being picked up, but go ahead.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me do this touchscreen here.
All right. You bragging about
I want to do this
touchscreen?
one. Yeah. I love it.
I don't know where the static's coming from.
Do you like soccer, Richard?
I want to, but
You want to, but
I
you
want
can't.
to, but I can't, man.
So the Guyanan news presenter,
The
is-
gynecologist.
he's presenting the goddamn the English Premier League.
Oh yeah, I know
results.
about that one.
This went viral just because he presented it.
All right,
Here we
let's
go.
see
Let's
what
watch it. Let's critique.
English Premier League. Everton
Everton 1,
Manchester United 3.
3.
Crystal Palace 4. Leeds United 1. Chelsea 4. Sheffield United 1.
Sheffield United. United 1.
West Ham 1.
Jesus.
Fulham 0.
0.
Sunday. West Bromwich 0.
West Bromwich Albion. Albion. Hold on. Play that back.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Hold on.
West
All right. The matchup is between. I wish I could see.
Oh God!
The matchup is between West Bromwich Albion.
You can't even pronounce it.
Well, I mean, I'm closer than that.
You're right.
And Tottenham Hotspur. All right, that's the
One.
matchup. Listen to this.
West Bromwich 0. Tottenham Hotspur. 1.
I feel like we're going to be pulling these for our. I hit the wrong button. I feel like we're going to be pulling it for this stuff. All right, the next one is Leicester City, Leicester City, and Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Leicester City. 1. Nil.
He didn't even go with the Wanderers. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Do you think he got paid for this? What channel was this on?
Guyanan.
Oh, so okay.
Manchester City 1. Liverpool 1.
All right, they got that one right.
Arsenal
was 0.
nil. Aston Village.
Aston Village. It's Aston Villa. Right? He said Aston Village.
Aston Village. 3.
The Village scored 3 goals.
3.
Is that it? Oh, wow. So, yeah, Ghanaian news presenter reading premiere. Ghanaian. I don't know how to say it. News presenter reading Premier League results goes viral. That's pretty good. Nil. He was yelling too. He was like angry.
Oh, he was jumping with the fucking results and everything.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
All right, so we have read stories before, Josh. You know about women acting crazy. We were just talking about your woman was like, your wife was like, you would die without me, motherfucker.
That's not crazy. I probably would.
Well, I think this is let's see if this is actually a voice. This is a story out of Mississippi. This was just a few weeks ago here in our neck of the woods. I don't know if it's going to have any sound. Oh no, okay. All right, so the headline is Mississippi woman stabs husband after dreaming he cheated, police say.
Shit.
Lindsay Stevens, 33, of Moselle, is accused of stabbing her sleeping husband early Sunday after she had a dream that her husband had been cheating. Detective Abraham McKenzie of Jones County Sheriff's Department told the Laurel Leader Call. Stevens was charged with domestic aggravated assault, according to Jones County Online booking records. Her bail was set for $10,000. According to investigators, Stevens said she had a dream that her husband was messing around. The Sun Herald of Biloxi reported. At that point, Stevens says she went into the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and attacked him, stabbing him multiple times in the back. The newspaper reported the man suffered 4 to 7 stab wounds. McKenzie told the Sun Herald he underwent surgery Monday and is expected to recover.
Bet that motherfucker won't be fucking around in her dreams again.
You know, we equated something at one time, Josh, like how hard the ride is to how crazy the ride is. And I feel like, but I mean, we've all had that time where our wife has been in a. Have you had that time where your wife or ex-wife?
I dreamed all kind of stuff.
Has your ex-wife ever had that, or your wife, or?
I don't talk to my ex-wife much.
No, well,
so
I mean, I had a dream you cheated on me, bitch. We've been divorced for like 10 years. No, I'm saying like back when y'all were dating, or did you? I mean, you've been around women, like.
Yeah, but just
been with women. I'm just saying, like, you've had those times, I'm sure, many a times.
Yeah,
she's
like my wife.
she's
She's
pissy.
dreamed stuff like that I was with my ex-wife or whatever. But I mean, she knew it was a dream, obviously.
Yeah, but she was still a little pissy at first.
Well, she said when she woke up, but I mean,
Woke up?
She woke up.
When she woke up there, Pancho.
But I mean, like
You're telling your
after she
grandfather.
realized what was going on, she wasn't mad anymore. She wasn't gonna
Yeah.
fucking stab me.
I guess it's kind of like when you wake up from a dream.
I don't have to hide my wallet from my wife, Richard. Man, like she's not that kind of lady.
No, I didn't say that, but I'm like
From the bitch that they're talking about on this fucking
oh yeah,
story.
this is an exaggeration.
Yeah, you hide the wallet. You fucking don't reveal the PIN number to your card. Like none of that.
Maybe put everything sharp and pointy in a safe.
If anything, you just put on your Facebook profile in a relationship, or like when it says in a relationship, it says it's complicated. You know what I mean?
In a relationship, she's complicated.
It's complicated.
She's complicated.
That's what it should say.
Yeah, I've had this with my wife in my relationship where she wakes up and like for like 20 minutes maybe. By the time we brush her teeth, it's all over with. You know what I mean? But like, she's like grumpy. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm good. But
I can't believe you were fucking.
But I mean,
doing that.
We've all had that situation where you have a nightmare, and how ridiculous the nightmare is. You wake up and you still feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, man. 2013 Ken Wayne, that was a ridiculous ass nightmare.
Oh, you talking about real life or? Damn.
There's like 10 people that'll get it.
Yeah.
But, that was a fucked up ass nightmare.
Yeah, I had a
Might be 2014. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I had a dream that I had accidentally killed a guy, and I was trying to like figure out how somebody couldn't figure it out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't want anybody to know. And I was like, I'm gonna go to jail. And I remember waking up and like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go to jail. Oh shit, that was just a dream. You're in it for a minute.
Yeah,
you're like,
you're in it for a minute.
fuck, we're all gonna go down. And then you're like, oh no, I'm good. But yeah, this chick apparently took it to the extremes.
She stabbed the fuck out of him. Bless her heart.
Yeah. Well, Josh,
bless him.
I'll tell you what wouldn't have saved him, but would have given us great publicity. Is that man would have been wearing a P3 Radio T-shirt at the time?
Yeah.
And the way you
might have got him some slack cut.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you're already wearing this shirt, and if it's as rough as Josh from McRadcast says, it probably dulled this blade. But we're going to encourage you to go to P3 Radio Tees, tinyurl.com/P3Radio Tees, and don't cheap out like Josh Goldblade did. Buy the quality T-shirt.
Spend $19.95.
Yeah, pay a little bit more.
Be a maverick.
Get the great T-shirt. And Josh, what all designs could they find over at tinyurl.com/P3Radio Tees?
Man, you're gonna find the cover art to our podcast every single week. The ECW like T-shirt. We got Dwayne Gets the Truck, which is Dwayne's birthday this week. Happy birthday, Dwayne!
Yeah, I sent him a request saying a friend message on Facebook saying I hope this is the year you get the truck.
Oh, it's
Early
probably
birthday
not
present.
though. It's probably not. But we got more T-shirts, man. The P3 Radio 80s style tee, and so much more. And I'm gonna tell you something. You can get there, see that T-shirt glory by going to tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees, baby.
tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees. And Josh, we would be remiss without mentioning our good friend Lance Levine. Lance Levine has wrote a book. Are we correct in saying that, Josh?
We are correct.
And it's not in crayon. It's actually a written book, and it's actually a book. Josh is holding the book in his hand right now.
I am holding the book right now, a physical copy that you can go to Amazon.com right now. Search Lance Levine, all the right notes, and get the book that our buddy Lance Levine has wrote. And it's basically a soundtrack to the life. Music has played in aiding him and the good times and the bad times and all the times in between his life, and has made it to where he can get through the obstacles and be a better man.
We actually read a little insert after the show last week about how he stopped a shoplifter and got slapped by a cop.
He Goldberg speared the shit out of a fucking grown woman and told her that she was not having a cigarette in no uncertain terms, and that Chicago cop slapped the fucking taste out of his mouth. He didn't like that very much. And if you want to know what happened after that incident, you're going to have to buy the book. The book is All the Right Notes. Lance Levine, Amazon?
Yeah.
Amazon.com.
Go check out Amazon.com. All the Right Notes with Lance Levine. He's a good dude, good Chicagoan. And we're going to have him on the show pretty soon to talk about it. But go check that out. Amazon.com. It's only $14.99. Josh, you could swing that. We could swing that.
Hey, Kindle. The Kindle version is only $9.99.
So go.
You're a fucking cheap ass if you do not buy Lance Levine's book, All the Right Notes.
All the Right Notes. Amazon.com. Go check it out. I don't know what this is.
So that's why your mama's on crack rock.
Song about your mama?
She isn't with your ugly behind. Ooh, we're gonna tell your mama. So tell her. Nah, your mama's on crack rock.
Damn. What is this, Josh?
Not my mama. Your mama's on
Not my mama. This is the Dogs with Your Mama on Crack Rock.
Your Mama's on Crack Rock by the Dogs.
Here's a story about a girl who was tricking on the air. It might be your mama, but don't you laugh. Last night I saw your mama. She was tricking on the block. You know what she was doing? She was tricking for the crack rock.
Not my mama.
Damn. This is the saddest shit I've ever heard, Josh. Okay, this is from. Is this from the box?
It is, I think.
I'm looking at this and I'm having a flashback. This is terrible, by the way. This is some pop locking rap. All right, this is terrible. What's the 1-900 what? I always wanted to call some of these, but this was back
I did
in
like
the day.
some box requests like a couple times during my day.
Does anybody remember the box?
I'm not sure.
The box, yeah.
I remember Your Mama's on Crack Rock.
I don't remember that song at all. I can't imagine the cruelty of like a bunch of kids going, "Your mama's on crack."
Like jump rope and
For
shit.
me, if I were to see like one of our friends' mothers just out tricking
it.
for
Yeah.
for some crack rock,
How much
I
you
would
want
be
first off?
uncomfortable. You know, I've had friends' parents that have like done stuff that like lose their job, and I don't know how to like.
Right.
I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want to be like. I just want to go, hey, man, you want to go hang out and play? And if he brings it up, it's like, my dad lost his job. Man, I hate to hear that. You know, that's the way but there would be no chance that I'd be like, your dad's on unemployment.
Not my daddy. Your daddy's on unemployment.
Well, I might have never said that because the reverse would be, you don't even know who your fucking daddy is.
No, that'd be your case.
That's what I'm saying.
right?
I would have never said, like, your daddy's on unemployment. Where's your daddy? Tell me 3 facts about your daddy other than stuff you could find out from like a police report.
Sir, my daddy ran off like my left nut.
There's 2 things I don't trust. My left nut and my biological father.
I'm going to tell you something, though. I forgot to, I forgot all about this. And which some bad memories, I guess it's like that. You know, you kind of tune them out.
Like your left nut and your father, yes.
Well, I mean, when yours went away, and then they had to fucking send Jacques Cousteau to find it or whatever, like in your belly button or however you got to it. So I think I found this boy's testicle.
He was swimming with the sharks. He was with the hammerheads.
It was but on his esophagus. We're going to bring it down back into his nutsack.
His mama was on crack rock.
No, dude. No, I very much underplayed a very integral part in my recovery of my surgery.
It was just Well, no, you said George Strait got you through.
No, I said talking about him during that Josh Smith episode, it kind of got me just occasionally.
You were like, all right, maybe I was a little too hard on him.
George Strait.
Yeah.
Like, do I really hate George Strait? You know?
Well, you're a poet and didn't know it, apparently.
A poet
do I
didn't
really
know it.
hate George Strait? More of this at 11.
But
So an integral part of your recovery.
I really downplayed a part that was like a hump, if you will.
Oh, I feel like that's how you got into this situation where you needed surgery.
Not a hump, more or less, but like a roadblock.
Well, yeah, I guess it would be a roadblock too.
I'm not really sure how to put it, but that first dump,
Yeah.
post surgery,
Oh.
right?
See, that's the
Because
thing that you don't understand.
That's when they give you
like-
all the drugs originally, you know, like
Yeah.
right after the surgery, you know, they're pumping you full of God knows what.
Yeah.
And then they send you home with all them prescriptions, which was mild in my case, you know, because laws and all that bullshit. But they sent me home with enough to get me constipated. And you know, just like I do, those kind of, because you've had those kind of surgeries where
Yeah.
you're going to have be prescribed some pain pills, and you know what pain pills do to you. They extremely
Constipate you.
constipate you.
Yeah,
It
basically.
doesn't matter what you have. If
Did
you
we
got-
talk about this last week where this is how Elvis died? He didn't
Yes.
know he had to shit and he fell off the toilet and
Yes,
died.
we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
And
it numbs your bowel muscles.
right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what you have.
whatever it's
Hydrocodone, Percocet, fucking Loracet, whatever you have, guess what? You're not getting away from that fact of it. It's going to constipate you.
Hold on. This is what all pain pills say. Do all pain pills, well, we'll say Percocet constipates you.
Oh,
Well, guess what, motherfucker? We all are.
We all constipate you.
you ain't shitting for a few days, motherfucker.
Shit.
Is what you won't be doing.
Right? So they had the surgery on a Tuesday.
I love it. Every time you say it, I think about we buried you on a Tuesday. Forrest Gump.
Yeah. We did. We had the surgery on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I didn't shit until like fucking Thursday night.
Ooh.
You know?
Ooh.
And dude, there's a lot of time, a lot of pills
Oh,
in
yeah.
between Tuesday and Thursday night. You know what I mean?
Like even like that's like approaching bear hibernation territory.
Oh man, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's like shitting a pine cone
yeah,
out
yeah.
at that point. And
You know how like when a dog shits on, like I got a puppy. You know, you've seen him. His name is Doc. We call him
the
Doc.
kind that eats your fucking shoes.
yeah, he attacks everybody's shoes.
Yeah, I got a bill. I got an invoice. I got an invoice for you for $69.99.
Hey, brother, this Bill Dundee.
Oh, you said Bill. So, no, you know we have this dog. His name's Doc. He's a little like 5-pound dog.
Which I thought that I fucking crippled when I got here. So he was chewing on my shoe, right?
Yeah,
And then
I
he
s-
fucking
I kicked
started.
his spine.
He started selling his mouth. Apparently, he fucked up one of his teeth on
He's
one
got
of my
loose
shoes.
teeth. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if that was the case or not.
Either way, he was clacking like a son of a bitch.
And then I found out he had like a little bead in his mouth.
Had a marble?
Later, yeah, like a little like necklace bead. But yeah, he weighs 5 pounds, and there's a point to this. His name's Doc. We call him Dockers sometimes, just because it's cute. But he sometimes takes shits on the puppy pad. And like sometimes if we're not there right away when he does it, and when we see it, it gets hard as a motherfucker, like really quickly. So you can imagine what it does in your intestines after,
yeah.
like, you know, with the farts, the gaseous like air, like drying it out in your colon.
Right.
Like I can imagine. Yeah. So
And I'm gonna tell you something. Like I said, you're throwing a lot of Percocets in between those two. That 48-hour time period.
right.
And when it came time Thursday night, I'm gonna tell you something. Like when the beast, it was feeling like I had to, you know, I guess
Make boom boom.
fuck personality. You know,
Oh.
being personal at this
Yeah.
point. I mean, I'm an open book, right? I guess. So, whenever it came time to shit, it was literally like I had a fucking hot coal or something, just like right there, and it was no relief. There's no amount of Percocet Moors, I could take that would fucking relieve it. There was, I sit in the tub, whatever. It wasn't going away. I was like, oh, I guess I got a shit. Oh my God.
Because this hot load of freight is just going to have to wait.
But it ain't waiting. That's the point. It's not waiting. So I go to the bathroom, and whenever I plop down on the toilet, like, I don't know what it was. I knew it was going to be a struggle.
Right.
It's a struggle beyond belief at this point, because it's like I've never encountered this at this level where I may have to call in reinforcements. I may have to drink mineral oil or something, But this was the song that popped in my head. Like, no, sir. Absolutely not.
Not that one.
As soon as my ass plopped down on that toilet and I started straining.
I be straining.
This came into my head.
That's what I be doing. I see the title. Who is this? Chris Christopherson.
Christopherson. Why me, Lord? Look, dude, you see me.
Right.
Hand to God.
Yeah.
Hand to God.
Why me, Lord?
This.
What have I ever done to deserve even one
Hand to God.
of the pleasure?
This came into my head as
I've
I was
never heard
trying
this
to,
Lord,
like,
what did I ever do?
hand to God.
Was
This
worth
happened to me.
Oh, I'm crying.
for the kindness you've shown.
I feel like this
And it
song.
wasn't just anything. It was this part right here.
Lord help me, Jesus.
And I'm like straining.
So help me, Jesus.
I'm like,
Shit! Now that I know that I needed you so.
I feel like if more people knew about this song, it would be in more movies.
seriously. Like, it helped me. It did. It did help me.
Did he ever answer? And he said, Joshua.
I got through it. I got through it.
Oh, that's hilarious. I've never heard this song before.
But I'm going to tell you something. This song, like,
one more time,
I'm listening
Josh.
to it right
Here we
now.
go. Ready?
Lord help me, Jesus.
Like, I was straining. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Look at me. So help me, Jesus. My soul's in your hands.
Coño príncipe.
Lord help me,
Let me tell you something about that.
my soul's in your
Oh, my God.
Y'all killing me with this shit. Oh,
Yeah, that's what
why
happened
me,
to me.
Lord?
Why me, Lord? Hand to God, that's what happened, man.
I can't
that's
believe
the song that came into my
It
head.
came into your head while
and,
you were
that-
doing
and,
that.
and it helped me. And
What What is this? Is this anything?
It's Disco Rick.
Do we need to skip to something else?
No, let's listen to.
You want to listen to
Rick.
that? We're in a song mood today.
Yeah. So
I'm crying.
I was-
I have tears in my eyes. Why me, Lord? Just the name of the song.
Yeah.
It's just like, I know you're hurting.
Yeah.
Why me, Lord?
I related to it. I really did. And so when I was on YouTube this past week or whatever,
Yeah.
one of the them suggested videos, man, they're wild as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Oh,
out
yeah,
there.
we've got them. I mean,
I had never heard of Disco Rick,
I hadn't either.
the Nasty Dance, and this is one of them. It's like
The Box, maybe.
it may have been not on the box.
I feel like I've heard about the Nasty Dance.
I'm not sure this was on the box. It may have been on something, but
Well, the Box was one of those channels. It was like a jukebox, and they had songs that MTV wouldn't play.
Right.
Like they had the Pumps and the Bumps
Unedited
with MC
videos.
Hammer, his huge hog, like in a Speedo, and he's like thrusting it out. I'm sure we've talked about that at some point. But yeah, MC Hammer, look up Pumps and the Bumps. I feel like it got so much attention they changed the video to where he's dancing around with Atlanta Falcons gear on. But like in the original video, he was wearing a
Speedos.
A
And he was
Speedo
beside a pool
with a huge boner, and he's just like thrusting his dick out. And I remember like I showed it to my mom and my grandma when I was younger.
because that's what you should do.
Look at the
whenever you
dick
see
on that man right there. She said some other words. She was older. She was old school.
That some bitch got a candlestick shoved in there.
Look at that. It's like he's smuggling a canned ham in that front of his britches there. But
This one caught me off guard, man. I'm like, I'd never seen this on the box or
the
or
Nasty
anything.
Dance by Disco Rick. That's what we're working with here.
Yeah, we can do it. Go, go, go.
I don't know
Hey
what
everybody!
they're saying.
Hey everybody!
That
Do
one-
the nasty dance.
I don't know usually kids involved in the Nasty Dance.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. He looks a little bit sweaty, so he's already doing something wrong.
Yo, let's get nasty. Everybody's happy. Get on the floor. Let's do the nasty dance. What's the name of this topic? Come on, y'all. Let's get it started. Get on the floor and shake your body. Come on, girls. This is a party. Don't just stand up. Take a chance and do that nasty dance. Come on.
Look,
Yeah, this
I'm
is fucked
totally
up.
with. I'm okay with Rick.
with my kids, and I can't do it.
I'm okay with Rick wanting to do the nasty dance with anybody over 18.
Yeah,
But the people that he's got in his video is like under 12.
that hairline and the wife beater and the gold chain alone says that man shouldn't even be around kids.
It's like somebody done disciplined his ass from being around kids.
Yeah.
And like, pause it. Whenever he's dancing in front of the kids, like whenever it's a fucking live shot,
Yeah.
and it's him on one side of the camera,
Yeah.
and there's an actual real kid in
They're
the frame,
making a face.
they're like staring at him, like, "What are you doing?"
Right. Like you could tell me his dick's out, and I'd be like, yeah, that's probably right. Because they're only showing him from like the waist up. It was like,
But he's. They're like, "What the hell is going
I'm pretty
on?
sure I ain't supposed to be saying balls, mister.
Why's he got the ass cut out of them hammer pants?"
It looks like he's yelling at all these kids, too. MiamiSoReal.com. Miami's Realist is the link on this. All right, they're doing suggestive dancing now. These kids are like 13 at tops.
But half of them are looking like, "What the fuck?"
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
gonna
mama.
tell mama.
Yeah, this should never have been a thing. This looks like it was on Yahoo at some time.
Yeah, Yahoo News or whatever the fuck.
I don't know what to say about this, Josh.
There's two Ricks.
Okay, I feel like and they're just like hands on their knees, thrusting their butt back. And these kids are all like 13. Like, I feel like this is like the rap version of Barry Mardones. No, I don't want to watch you do it. I feel like that's a crime in itself.
I'm gonna tell Mama.
Yeah, no, this is terrible. Jesus.
What in the hell is wrong with you, Disco Rick? And you can
Why
look,
is he Disco Rick?
And you can look in the email. The topic for this fucking thing that I sent says, "What the fuck, Disco Rick? What the fuck,
Just what
Disco
the fuck,
Rick?"
Disco Rick. I love how I open up YouTube, and the first thing up there is Barry Mardones. Is it Benny or Barry?
Benny
Mardones. If I had wings.
And then Bobby Brown, "Don't be cruel."
Here we go, Josh. Where's the video?
There, right there.
Which one?
The one with
you
the
pick it
fucking
out.
pool
You pick
party.
it out. You pick it out.
Right there.
That one. Here we go.
This is the fucking video we see.
Yeah. This is MC Hammer pumps in a bump.
Right now we're gonna check out the pumps in the bump.
He's already wearing a zebra printed bikini. I guess not bikini.
It's on, and it's all good.
And
It's
All
all good,
Good was
Richard.
another song he did.
It's all good.
And he turns on his waterfall. As he
With his cell phone, by the way.
probably with his dick. We had to superimpose Ray J's face onto this video.
The Galloping Gourmet.
Yes.
Apparently, that's his real name.
Really?
That's what my mom texted my son. Sent him another picture of my dad cooking or whatever.
Yeah, your mom posted a thing on Facebook, said the Galloping.
This is my dad while he's cooking beef stew.
So your mom posted a thing on Facebook that said, the Galloping Gourmet did it again, and I sent you a message in Toot Sweet, and I was like, tell me your dad's nickname is the Galloping Gourmet. And you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Because the picture didn't go through.
Yeah.
I was like, look, this is what she said. I sent you a text, and you're like, I've never heard that. But apparently,
She sent it to my son, so apparently it's a thing.
why is it the Galloping Gourmet? Does he just gallop around while he cooks?
Hell, if you had a fucking dick like that, you'd gallop around too.
You got to keep moving like a shark or you'll die with this motherfucker. There's Hammer leading the way dick first.
And to be fair,
He is humping.
he is not half the man my dad is. Just
No.
to be fair. This
The whole
motherfucker,
video.
this sumbitch is a midget at the urinal with my dad.
But the whole video, he's just pushing his dick out. And I remember as a kid, like, I was what, probably like 9, 10. Whatever happened to Hammer?
He got rich and fucking died trying.
I think he's like a minister now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I wonder if his flock has seen his dick on that Speedo.
They seen it on the box at least.
The bumps and a bumps, bumps and a bumps, bumps and a bumps.
Look, to be fair, this would have been any of us in '95 if like we would have had a production
could.
crew and some money. Like this would have been a video of our wishes.
I love how at the
that
end of this
point.
video he's dressed in like gear like army gear, like black fatigues.
He's a cock soldier.
I feel like at some point midway through, they're like, "All right, Hammer, that's a cut on your dick. We're gonna go to the fatigues now." Jesus. All right, let's fade this down. We got to get to at least one or two stories before we go. That's a wrap on Hammer's dick.
That's a wrap on the zebra print portion of the dick.
That's a wrap on Hammer's hammer. We're gonna move on to the fatigues now. And then later on, they were just like, "Nah, we got to go ahead.
Go back to the zebra print."
Yeah, we got to go. We got to go back to the Atlanta Falcons gear. Which one of these you want to go with, Josh?
Let's see. I mean, they're all. I mean, you got a couple of them up here.
We can get rid of that one because it's right here. Well, here's some wrestling news for you, Josh. Did you know that there was discussions about turning ECW into a reality show in 2000 to save the company?
I did not know that.
I didn't know this. This came out like a couple of weeks ago. We're quoting a story by Chris Siga. Or Siga.
Siga?
from WrestlingNews.co. It's That Was Extreme. The Blue Meanie, Joel Gertner, and Josh Chernoff debuted this week on adfreeshows.com. The show will include tons of free behind-the-scenes stories from ECW, and this week's show covers ECW's first pay-per-view, Barely Legal. Here are some transcribed highlights that scroll down to watch and listen to the entire podcast. Blue Meanie made an interesting observation about the mass transit incident. Joel Gertner on the rumor if power went out right after the pay-per-view ended. Gertner talked about rumors about ECW, about saving ECW before they went out of business. Later on in ECW, maybe towards the very end, to try to save it, you want to talk about an urban legend. Some of us were hearing that maybe there is talk about ECW becoming a reality show similar to what they have now with Ms. and Mrs. or Total Divas or Total Bellas, where it seemed like maybe what ECW might become is half of what it already was, an in-ring episodic wrestling show like the rest, and the other half would be the boys riding with each other from town to town and in town and just show how crazy the extreme wrestling life was. Now, I'll be honest with you, man. I would have watched that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, one of the things I love about the wrestling business is the road stories and the behind-the-scenes stuff. I still love that stuff. Like, you find me a shoot interview, and I will find 20, 30 minutes to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, especially if it's on YouTube and they've pirated the shit out of it. But, like, what would you feel about that? Like, ECW, the way we were when we were kids, you think in the year 2000 we would have watched that?
Well, I know I would have, but it would have really...
We would have probably...
It would have really disappointed me at the time.
Yeah.
About them rubber checks Paulie was dishing out because, I mean, the bottom line with me is it always disappointed me to the fact, like, that Paulie was, you know, a lot of the guys put him over for, like, you know, he gave me a chance. If it wasn't for Paulie, nobody would have known me and this and this and this.
Right.
Yeah, but, like, don't forget about the fucked up shit he did, too. You know, I mean, like, that would be like me doing a lot of bad shit, but, like, doing a lot of good shit, too.
Right.
Like, he had a lot of rubber checks that he just, like, dished out that people went to the bank and tried to cash.
Right.
And them motherfuckers wouldn't cash it.
Yeah,
you know, and a lot of these guys' fucking utility bills, like, a lot of these guys' like, food for the week was depending on Paulie's checks clearing or not, and a lot of the times they didn't.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that gets lost, and I think he's a creative genius. Don't get me wrong,
but it
I
doesn't
think
mean he wasn't a shitty person,
right? At
to
some point or another,
people.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing that gets lost in history. You know, history likes to paint good guys and bad guys, and one of the shows I was watching, I think it might have been this video game I was playing, Injustice 2. You know, Gods Among Us. You know, it's basically a DC superhero. Well, in this video game, Superman was killing people that were bad. You know, like if they were villains, he just killed them. Like that was his thing. And it was like somebody said something. You got to be a good guy. And he's like, the lines of good and bad are blurred. there is no good and bad. There's just tones of gray, and the real evil people just need to be killed. But like with that said, like you have a guy that is a creative genius, but I mean, I guess it's the wrestling business too. You have creative geniuses out there that are just sometimes shit people.
It's kind of like Van Gogh. I mean, there's a lot of people that like his artwork. He was kind of a shitty person. You know
That motherfucker
what I mean?
cut his
he
ear
was
off.
a fucking train wreck. You know, what I mean?
How they tried to romanticize that when we were in school? He cut his ear off and sent it to a woman. It's like, he cut his fucking ear off.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's just like unwrapping a present.
Draw the hell out of a picture, but it was fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it all better.
I mean,
no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He was way better than Picasso. That motherfucker couldn't paint. Let's be honest. I could paint a Picasso with my dick and ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not both, just one of them, just the right one. My right ball and dick, I could paint a
With
Picasso
that lone
picture.
ball.
Yeah.
That lone ball and that
would
fucking mushroom
That
head.
would be the title, Lone Ball and Mushroom Head. And it would look better than anything Picasso ever painted. Like, I hate some of that surrealism.
You'd be like,
thing
yep,
that
let
they
me
got
dip this. Let me add that third eyeball right there. There we go.
But yeah, I mean, it's so amazing that you look back on history sometimes, and some things like that were like romanticized. It's like nowadays, it's like that motherfucker be doing some time.
Right,
like
right.
that's a stalking charge. right
Sorry.
there.
You can.
You gonna have to come with
You're
us.
gonna be
sir.
on probation somewhere, motherfucker.
You mailed your ear. You put other people at risk. Like. That's a health hazard, sir.
Right?
Oh man.
Oh man.
But I don't know, man. Like, the thing that bothers me about reality TV when it covers wrestling is the fake noises they put in. I had that wrestling ring when I was a kid. You could hit a button and it would go, blah, 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 like somebody was getting punched. Every reality wrestling show I've ever seen has had that blah, blah, like somebody hits the turnbuckle and they're like, hoo-ah!
Right.
And they add that in and you're like, oh, this is so fucking cheesy. I couldn't imagine if they did that to ECW, I'd be happy. Now, if they shot it like True Life, I'm a professional wrestler. You remember with Rory Fox?
Oh my God.
Rapid Delivery Rory Fox. It was an MTV show where they had the debut of Shark Boy and this guy named Rapid Delivery Rory Fox.
And that fucking Italian guy that never materialized.
And they also had Chyna when she was, first starting with
Triple H.
WWE and
Yeah.
Triple H, and they had a long thing. It was
But
actually pretty
Rory
good.
Fox and Shark Boy stood out for me.
Yeah. Rapid Delivery Rory Fox.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's why I think, like, subconsciously, I have so much love for Les Thatcher.
Yeah.
Is because of that, and it was like that show made me like, because I never knew who the fuck Les Thatcher was.
No, and then remember we met him? Like, we didn't meet him, but we saw him at OVW.
He watched us wrestle, or whatever, and
that
like,
was shit, guys. I didn't say that. He probably did.
He was probably thinking it.
Yeah.
But
well, to be honest, we were two 16-year-olds or like close to 16-year-olds that looked like 22-year-olds.
But that made me really kind of like, who is this guy? You know what I mean?
Right.
And like when you find out, you're like, oh my God, like this motherfucker is a legend. Are you trying to give me the corona?
Yeah, no. I had my shot this week. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, and it's in this mason jar. It just handed me.
I took a shot of Corona.
It says Old Smoky on this motherfucker.
No, I had my first COVID vaccine this week, man. I know I sent you a message. I said I got the Pfizer, and
I said, is that Russian for bukkake?
I got the Pfizer.
He said, no, I got the shot. And I immediately sent back, oh, awesome. Good luck with your horn you grow. But I said, my wife's already tried to shave her down twice. I said, my wife has
It
tried.
sounded like you said she tried to shave her downstairs twice.
She's tried to shave hers down twice. And then BT sent something else back that ignited another flame.
No, dude, I just I decided Thursday my work was like, hey, do y'all want to go? And I was, actually, is she your aunt?
Who, my wife?
No. No, motherfucker. I think your aunt works for the place I work for.
Annette?
Yeah.
That's my second cousin.
All right, so your second cousin.
Yeah, my mother's first cousin.
Your mother's first cousin. All right, so now that we're all proper here,
Yeah.
your second cousin sent a message all out to us and was like, "Hey, who wants a shot?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." So she sent us a time. I went and took it. The guy was like, "All right, you're kind of a bigger fella, you know." He was a bigger
Might
guy
ought
too.
to give you 2.
You look like you might need 2 doses of that COVID shot. No, he was like, you're a bigger guy. We're going to have to use the big needle. And, you know, most of the times you're in a doctor's office, you hear that, or in a setting, you're like, all right, they're probably joking around. No, this guy was serious. He's like, we got to get through that muscle tissue. We got to get here. He's like, you're going to hate me, but we got to use the big needle. I was like, okay. And he played it up so much that I was like, all right, this is going to hurt like a motherfucker. And I never felt it. Never felt the shot. Never felt anything. Like honestly, it didn't even feel as bad as I've gotten some like Toradol shots, which burn like a motherfucker. This did not burn. It didn't hurt. It didn't do nothing until about 8:00 that night.
Yeah.
Oh my God. My arm felt like it was going to fall off, man.
Yep.
Like it felt like I think I sent you a message like it's almost like we tried to break my arm again.
Yeah. No, my wife, man, she said the same thing, and I didn't pay much attention about it. You know, I thought she was just being a pussy or whatever. But like for real,
yeah,
you affirming that because I haven't got the shot. You know, but she's already got her second round, and you know,
has it been 2 weeks since her second round?
Yeah.
So she's immune to the COVID now.
A little past that. She's fucking Iron Man right now. She can
got
go
it.
on the COVID
She can go
floor.
anywhere she wants to go.
She can go on the COVID floor right now, and she would just fucking be maskless. Kiss the motherfuckers in their butthole. You know.
It is like I'm not looking forward to doing that, but
I can't wait to kiss a motherfucker
I'm
in their
looking
mouth.
forward to being able to, like, they'll still tell you should wear the mask because you could still transmit it. But I'm looking forward to being able to just, if I wanted to walk around maskless, you know, like, it wouldn't be a threat to me anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, like I'm just a time bomb.
And I mean, let's be honest. Like Dr. Steve's talked about this too. Masks aren't 100%. He's like, they're very low percent, but anything that we can do to stop. And he's like, and even that little percentage of like it slowing it down is actually helping.
It's the blacksmith's apron is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you either want to fucking burn your little knees or you don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's what it is.
But yeah, so I got my first round, and it was like almost like I felt where the needle went in, and it was like a very localized area. It was like I worked the shit out of one muscle, and I didn't know how I did it. You know, like I was doing weird push-ups. That's what it felt like. You know, like when you've worked out for the first time, or you did bench press for the first time in like years, and you're like, oh, I feel so good. I'm gonna do 3 more sets, and the next day you get up and you can't lift your arms. Right. That was the way my left arm in a very specific area was. But I'll tell you this, man. I got it on Wednesday. Thursday, I had a headache. The guy told me, he was like, the people that get Pfizer usually get sick on the first one. The people that get Moderna get sick on the second one. My wife had her second Moderna 2 days before I had my Pfizer. And she was sick as a dog, man. Like throwing up, like being nauseous. She's got like 2 weeks now, and she'll be in the clear. But yeah, and then I took off Friday because my stomach, like every time I ate, like I had to shit. Like it was like God. It was immediate. Like, and then I woke up and I had to shit like 3 or 4 times.
Carry a fucking bag with you and go to work.
So says the man that was like, "Why me, Lord?"
Hey, you know, I had to get done what I had to get done.
But no,
you didn't have to take that shot.
But I do. I have to.
You didn't have to take that shot.
For the good well-being of mankind, I needed that shot,
dude.
But
no,
dude. I was sitting there so sick at my stomach, like having stomach cramps and stuff, and then like Friday I took off because I was like, dude, I might not be able to make it. Like I was having diarrhea.
I need to wear brown khakis today.
Well, khaki is brown. So you'd be correct.
It ain't the brown you'd be presenting to the show.
But yeah, I had my first shot, and we'll see where it goes. I got like 5 weeks, and I'll be clear. I can start going to concerts and shit. That's what I miss the most.
They're planning.
They are
for this summer.
They're talking about WrestleMania in April might have people.
The fucking Morgan Wallen That son of a bitch is fucking, my wife's like, I don't like him. He's weird. But, like, everybody on Facebook that we went to school with was like, oh, Morgan Wallen. I'd give my fucking left thumbnail to go to his concert.
Don't say left nut, you racist motherfucker. Are you testicless? Testicless?
That hitting home with you?
It's hitting home with me.
They're saying, though, in July, like, he's coming to Nashville and Memphis and stuff.
Yeah.
So evidently, they're planning. Papa Joe has set us free, baby. He's fucking opened up the goddamn barbed wire fences to the pasture, and we're fucking rolling right through that son of a bitch.
But that's what I do miss.
This is a you miss.
I miss concerts.
Rolling along.
I miss concerts. Yeah. But here's the fucked up thing. Like this week alone, I've seen 3 people die. 2 of them had COVID.
Seen?
Well, I didn't just watch them, but like no, like.
Sorry.
I know of three people that's died this week. One was really young. It wasn't COVID related, which fucked me up because she was younger than us.
Yeah.
You know probably who I'm talking
about. Which I'm not sure what happened with that.
Yeah, we'll talk afterwards.
I know she had surgery.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but
the other 2 were really good people. Like I knew them, like, and it was COVID related, and I was like, fuck, I went so long without it hitting home, and then it just hit home all of a sudden, like with a lot of people. So I'm hoping, man, just like anything I can do to help. Like if giving me the vaccine means I won't get it, and then I hopefully will break it down to where I won't transmit it to other people. If it helps stop the cycle, then yeah, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
If I grow a horn and can read your thoughts, well, hell, I can read your thoughts and stab you in the fucking chest with my horn.
Might shove that fucking horn up somebody's butthole at some point, right?
If the horn's big enough, maybe my wife will be happier.
Might earn some money with it. You never know.
I grow a horn that's bigger than my dick.
Hey, baby, maybe we should just use that horn tonight, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Not the horn.
Bullshit.
Oh, God, not the horn.
So are we going to do this every night, or is this just like for anniversaries? Oh, every night.
Yeah. No, I'll do this.
Night.
Sometimes I'll surprise you at your sleep. That's like a form of torture right there. All right, we got one more story. We got to get out of here, Josh. What is this one right here? You pulled this one up.
Did I?
Well, this is one of them.
Testicuzzi is a battery-powered mini jacuzzi for your balls, right? We are in the age of technology, my friend. And
so, wait. So they have a jacuzzi for you. I thought hot water for your balls wasn't good.
It makes them expand. Dude,
look at me!
I'm fanning out. I'm big as the goddamn rug you're going to step on when you get out of this motherfucker. Right. Look, I'm a product of fucking Epsom salt laced baths and whatnot.
Yeah.
Over the last 3-4 weeks or whatever. But I'm not going to lie, man. There's some fucking cold mornings.
Yeah.
Some cold November mornings where it's just like, damn, these motherfuckers are drawing up so much it hurts.
Nothing lasts forever, and we both know balls can change.
I wish that I had a jacuzzi to put my testicles in.
And I wish I could hold a candle in these cold ball tambourines.
I wish I had a fucking jacuzzi to put my balls in, right?
Literally never thought that. I have never been.
Well, I have.
I've never been cold just in the ball region.
I have. So
my feet have gotten cold. My hands have gotten cold. Even my fucking bald head has gotten cold. But my nuts have never been cold without the other ones, to where this would be a thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. If it had been to that point, the testicuzzi could fucking help you out.
Where did you find this?
Facebook. Is that not a motherfucker, right? It's $40.
All right, so it says
$40.
They're not sponsors, by the way. It says there are times when
that's
your body.
Like half a day's worth of work sometimes, depending on where you work. You ever just worked like 4 hours?
You ever-
Be like, I'll buy a ball jacuzzi with this.
When you break it down, I've done that too.
Yeah.
When you break it down and you see like utility bills and you start going, that was like 8
I
hours.
just paid the light bill.
That was
today.
like 5 days I had to work right there. You know what I mean? Like when you break it down like that, it's like I've done that before. Like when you look at it and you're like, I need a new car.
Yeah.
That's like 8 years of work right there.
Yep.
If I get a brand new one, that's 8 years. But like this one, $40. It's like
well,
half
guess
a day.
what? This one says there are times when your body needs a
Right.
jacuzzi after the long days of hard, laborious work, and there are times to when your balls need a good jacuzzi session after getting hit with a baseball.
Now I feel like
or by an accidental kick, but from a child. I think that's what you're alluding to earlier.
kick from a child.
A long bike ride.
As they say, I'm gonna tell my mama.
I'm gonna tell my mama.
Y'all killing me with this.
A long bike ride, a long horse ride, and more. This product is meant for the latter situations. It's a tiny, no offense, jacuzzi meant for specifically.
This asshole fuck these words up, man. I mean, he's got words that he don't even need.
I mean, it'll make a mare out of a man in no time.
If you get the water too hot, I guess it will.
No offense, but this tiny jacuzzi is meant for specifically your set of balls, and it's placed in a nice, relaxing spa session.
Is it weird that they call them your set of balls?
It's a set.
I
It's
guess
a pair.
so.
I guess
Pair.
to someone like you, it is weird that
It
it's
is
called a
weird.
set. It should be called a ball.
Yeah. Your boy.
Your boy, yeah.
Holler at your boy.
Not the plural form,
That's what I
right?
tell my wife. Holler at your boy.
I'll let your boy. I'll let your boy. That's what I'll say.
Give him a shout.
You like,
I got both of them.
Is there any way that I could get this 50% off?
Yeah. I only got one.
Yeah. Man, motherfucker trying to charge me for two and shit.
Maybe just JB weld one of those ball silicone areas up.
I'm going to need to shut off the cavity for one of these motherfuckers. To promote, environmental, damn.
Reluctant.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Reluctantly crouching at the starting line.
Oh, man.
So yeah, this product is meant for the latter situation. It is a tiny, no offense jacuzzi meant specifically for your set of balls placed in a nice, relaxing spa session. It actually looks like a jacuzzi. Did you just drink all of it? Well, thanks.
Well, there wasn't nothing left of it.
But yeah, so I can't imagine where this would be good.
I'm going to tell you something. That stuff tastes like a black and mild wine. What is that?
That's
Is that jupe in a bottle? Did I just drink jupe?
apple apple pie moonshine. Oh man. Well,
I think I just drank
do we
jupe.
want to do one more or do we want to get out of here?
What is the time? I don't see the recording time.
We are at 1:30.
I think we're good. I think we'll do one more. What do you think?
Oh, I was that's two different things. I think we're good, and I'm about to hit the button, and you're like, we can do one more. I'm like, oh, whoops.
Look, there are people in Alabama right now.
There's a lot of people in Alabama, Josh.
But some of said people, specifically one man,
that man,
the Alabama man, just like not to be confused with Florida man.
Nope.
Because Florida man is something completely different. Florida man is about, I don't know, 10 million people or whatever, because them motherfuckers are crazy.
A lot. Yeah.
They're crazy down there. Alabama man's a little different. Alabama man accused of feeding meth to a squirrel is arrested.
You can't feed meth to a squirrel. I've shot one with a pellet gun once and watched it drown in a little. No. All right, so did I ever tell this story?
First.
Did I tell this story?
You have in a tub of water.
No, it was a trash can lid full of water. It rained.
You and your grandpa used to murder squirrels and
no, we murdered rats.
Watch them die.
My grandfather murdered rats. I shot a squirrel once. I shot two. I shot one that fell into a trash can lid full of water and drowned. And then I shot one.
Because you let it.
And paralyzed it and it crawled under the car, and I beat it to death with a 2x4.
We've talked about all
my
that.
grandfather took a rat hotel, is what my mom used to call it. It was the rat hotel. It was a one-way trap where the rats or mice would go in, but they couldn't get back out because it was a one. Yeah. That's what she called it. She called it Hotel California for rats, and it was a mouse trap that the mouse could go in through the door, but it couldn't get back out, so it was stuck in this like
like heroin.
You get in, you can't get
can't
out.
Never leave. You ain't never leaving.
So my grandfather, he had a garden, and every once in a while he would have this shoebox metal box. The shoebox size metal box.
Now, Richard Lee, don't mess with that box. That's what put the rats in.
Don't you open that box. But it would have like mice in it, like a lot. And
they'd be chirping and shit when I'm trying to sleep.
Like, let me out. There's 15 of us in
I just
here.
want to eat some maters.
Yeah. So
Papa loved his maters.
well, they would get in the garden and try to they would run into this little mouse trap. Well, we had that 55-gallon barrel of water that was next to the house that was rainwater, and they just dunked that shit in. Like,
Might as well.
Like, I still have nightmares for those mice just going. He'd hold it under the water for like 2 minutes to pull it out.
2 minutes. That's 120 seconds.
I'll tell you something, Richard Lee. Some of these little bastards can hold their breath for up to 2 minutes.
Dude, there are some boring people in this world. Dude, for real. There are some boring people in this world that can give you half their life story in 120 seconds.
And the time it takes to drown 15 rats in a shoebox. But I remember
a fucking
being
lame could tell you their goddamn life story. Or
that. And I remember he opened the box one time and one mouse ran out, and I was like,
I feel like something stole something from me, Richard Lee.
Well,
I
no,
just feel like
no.
somebody took something.
He let it out on the sidewalk, and it was running towards me, and I had a garden hoe, and I was like trying to chop its head off, and I succeeded. And then my grandmother's like, "You don't be telling nobody about this." Because she was embarrassed. The mouse was in her house.
Oh, God.
And I couldn't.
But not
and I was like,
embarrassed.
yay, I did it.
Embarrassed about a mouse in a house, but not embarrassed about fucking field dressing a goddamn calf in the side yard. In a goddamn Datsun fucking pickup. Like, that's not embarrassing.
Get him off the pig, Freddie.
The mice is what's embarrassing.
Yeah, I was just so excited
That's funny.
that I chopped a mouse's head off with a garden hoe at the age of like 7. My daughter's age. Can you imagine the serial killer that they were raising? That's why I'm so fucked up sexually.
Daddy, that felt good when I did that.
Who are you talking to?
Huh?
Your daddy hadn't been here since you were 2.
I'm your mamaw.
As I'm putting lipstick on.
Right. Oh my God.
So Alabama man accused of feeding meth to a squirrel.
I want people to accept
I feel
me
good
for
as
who I
shit.
am.
My dick got hard, Daddy. I'm your grandma's son. And that's
Your
my
daddy ain't
lipstick.
been around since 1984.
Gwen, I think something's fucked up with you, boy. I think not having that other testicle really fucked him up.
There's something wrong in his head. It's not all of it going there.
It's off sleeve, and he got that one ball, and now he's killing mice in the front yard with a hoe. We're going to have a come to Jesus meeting with him. And by that, I mean, we're going to make him go to church every weekend, 7-8 times a weekend.
We're going to make Brother Randy come to him every weekend.
So, an Alabama man who authorities said kept a meth-fueled attack squirrel
Not some shit.
in his apartment was arrested Thursday on multiple felony warrants unrelated to the squirrel.
It wasn't even the squirrel they got charged with.
They're like, hey, shit, Greg, we got a squirrel in here, and he's pretty fucking wild. until I give him this meth. Narcotics investigators found Mickey Polk, 35, while they were conducting surveillance at a hotel in Killen. Is it Killeen?
That's Killen.
Is it Killen or Killeen? Or Klein?
I don't think it matters.
According to Limestone County Sheriff's Office, Polk was arrested after he fled on a stolen motorcycle and rammed an investigator's vehicle. That's a ballsy move to do that on a motorcycle.
Why was he...
Polk was wanted for possession of a legal firearm, possession of a controlled substance of drug paraphernalia. Investigators in Athens, Alabama, searched Polk's home last week after getting a tip that the man was keeping a methamphetamine-fueled attack squirrel at his residence.
I tried to steal all the shit, and that son of a bitch squirrel just bit the hell out of me. He said, get him. So I think it's a attack squirrel.
Get him, Rocky. Get him. And then Rocky would just beat the shit out of him.
He'd bite the hell out of him.
Narcotics investigators.
Like that damn dog Richard Lee's got. You start biting his shoes. And you should biting it.
Narcotics investigators arrested one man and are looking for another after they executed a search warrant Monday that yielded meth, drug paraphernalia, body armor, and a squirrel.
There's this 2-man operation.
So they got body armor because of the squirrel.
I can't let that son of a bitch get biting me now. I ain't going to get no
We
shots.
ain't doing this again, Greg Lee. We're going to definitely get some body armor next time we fucking with this squirrel.
I ain't going to get no damn tetanus shot no more.
It gets better, Josh. Polk uploaded a video on Facebook after the raid from the apartment with the squirrel. He acknowledged that the squirrel is aggressive and had bitten people, but had denied that the rodent was trained to attack.
You know, he just gets pissed when you want to steal his meth. Ironically, that's where I kept it, in his cage.
Don't touch his stash. The public isn't in danger from the methed out squirrel in the neighborhood, Polk said with a chuckle. He's not on meth, I'm pretty sure. And then he said, better not find out he's on meth anyway. I don't think he likes that shit.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you, though. That's where I keep it, is a cage. Don't be digging in his cage.
He wrote on Facebook that he had been bottle feeding the animal since it was hours old and raising it like it was his own. you know, like how a meth head takes to a. How did he find a squirrel?
Like a meth head takes to a sack.
I had gotten paranoid and climbed a tree and found a baby squirrel.
Now look.
I helped it being born. I pushed on the squirrel's vagina as it was extra.
I climbed into that tree knot as the police was looking for me. And then I found a nest with baby squirrels in it. And I knew that was my calling for life.
Authorities said there was no safe way to test the squirrel for methamphetamine.
So it's all hearsay, really.
Oh, man. That is hilarious. I can't imagine having a methed out attack squirrel.
Imagine having to explain to the police that you think possibly that someone that you know has a meth attack squirrel.
Yeah.
My God.
Well,
it's almost
Josh,
like you would be crazy trying to explain it.
Josh, we've almost went 2 hours. It's a super long episode this week. We'll go shorter next week. But Josh, if they
we'll stick it in halfway next time.
Yeah, just the tip. Just see how it feels.
Swear to God.
Hopefully don't get bit by a meth squirrel. But Josh, if they want to give us a call or send us a message on Facebook, Twitter, or give us a call on our phone line, how do they do that?
Well, on Twitter, we are at P3 Radio, the number 1. On Facebook, put in that search bar Pop Poncho, and you will see our profile picture. And if you want to get with us the old school way, send us a text message or leave us a voicemail. Hell, we might play it on the show. You never know. Our phone number is 731-300-6675. Bitch.
Well, that's going to do it for us. For Josh Brawley, who I will be Ubering home. This is Richard Mulligan saying thanks for listening and good night.